the sun peeks through the haze. Birds are chirping, serenading morning's praise. Front porch creaks as dreams fade away. America's awakened to a brand new day. Old vinyl spinning a sweet old tune. Day starts dancing under a sleepy moon. Loose print smudges on fingers of grace. America's awakened at her own steady pace. Sips of sunshine in a coffee cup. Simple moments lifting spirits up. From the mountains to the sandy shore. Morning in America, want just a little more. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Old vinyl spinning a sweet old tune. Day starts dancing under a sleepy moon. Newsprint smudges on fingers of grace. America's awakened at her own steady pace. Sips of sunshine in a coffee cup. Simple moments lifting spirits up. From the mountains to the sandy shore. Morning in America, want just a little more. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Tractors rumble, fields coming alive. Big wheels turning where hopes and dreams strive. Laughter echoes down the old dirt road. America's awakened to lighten her load. America's awakened to lighten her load.
Good morning. Good morning. I hope you're all having a great morning. Georgie was first this morning. Good morning, Georgie. You got the link, bestie. You know you can always jump in if you want. Paul and Joan, good morning. AVA is here. AVA, you've always got the link. I know you got the little one, so. Tammy, good morning. Native, good morning. And that looks like all of you guys. All right. I'm just setting up a couple of my things here. Today has been so far a good morning. I have court today, so I not going into the office. Oh yeah, you got to get the kids ready for school. Oh, school graduation today. And court testimony. Well, best of luck. We will be praying for you. All of you should please pray for me being at court today. It'll be interesting. You have the wrong date. Today's the 22nd. Did it not update? Hold on. Hold on. Okay, it didn't. I'll edit it. It's only on YouTube, and I did change it. I don't know why it didn't change it. Here's one thing I have learned with Restream: if you change if you update the title and then change the thumbnail, which I do like to rotate my thumbnail, it will it doesn't save the changes in the title and stuff like that. Maybe I did that this morning. I thought I didn't. I've got it saved now. So if you refresh, it'll correct. And I apologize for that. But yeah, I have learned that about Restream. If you change the title and then go down and change the thumbnail, the title reverts back to what it was originally. So you got to change the thumbnail first. And I've got go to Georgie's store and you can buy this mug, which I just got some money in the account. I gotta send some people some mugs. I did send some Veteran Nation mugs to uh, the Pentagon for the Secretary of Defense. I did send some to him. Um, oh, thank you, Tammy. I do appreciate that. Um, yeah, I've gotten good news in preparation for court, so we'll see you know where it takes us. Just because I got good news in the lead up to it doesn't mean it will mean good news in court. But the good thing is, it sets you up. It sets you up right. Um, and we'll see. We will see. Um, the NHL. I saw that uh, I believe the Oilers won last night. Oh no, the Stars came back and won. Wow, because it was 3-1, and I wasn't watching it. I watched the Panthers the other night. So now, okay, this is the new series. Florida leads 1-0. Dallas leads 1-0, and then it'll be Panthers and Hurricanes versus either the Oilers and Stars in the Stanley Cup. So pretty interesting. I like hockey. I do enjoy hockey. Uh, let's see. I watched Megan and Tug. Did you guys watch Megan and Tug last night? It was so funny. I did on my private account, my private Facebook. I changed my avatar to um, the the Muppet. Let me pull it up so you guys can see it. It's thinking. There we go. It's a thinking. You got to get the good version because I have it on my phone. When I was doing all this last night, it's on my phone, but I can go um, into my Facebook, and I do have it there. Boom, boom, boom. So this is what Megan did. She Muppetized me. uh, so I found this funny. I was Muppetized, and then Georgie made me this one. That's funny. Uh, but yeah, so there we go. Too funny. And in the news today, Trump's big beautiful bill passed the House. Did you guys see Trump's no tax on tips pass the Senate 100-0? I think I could be wrong, but I think it's been like 20 years since I've seen something pass the Senate 100-0. No one voted against it, and everyone was there for the vote. I've seen 99-1, 99-0. I've seen that in the last 20 years, but I think it was back after 9/11 the last time I saw in the Senate 100-0. Um, yeah, they're going to open investigations on Biden's cognitive decline. There's a lot of good news on the Second Amendment front, which, by the way, everyone please go and sign my petition. we were up to yeah, 3144 is what we're up to. That's what we're up to. So please share this. If you've already signed, thank you. But please share and sign it if you haven't signed it. Um, we're just trying to protect veterans' Second Amendment rights. It just says if you want to take away their guns and their ability to have a gun, you just got to go in front of a judge. A judge has to do it, not a bureaucrat. That should be a no-brainer. If they are violent, that should be very easy to prove to a judge. And here's the thing: judges have to be reasonable. So if you're like, no, this is immediate, judges might say, okay, well, temporarily, sure, but you're going to be back here next week, and you better have concrete proof. Like, in the interest of public safety, I'll only do it temporarily. And see, that was the problem with the restraining order on me. Is initially I asked for a continuance because they had told the cops that I attacked them, and so I had to. The DA had 60 days to decide if he was going to prosecute me, and like literally, the DA took all of that time. It was like 2 days before the 60 days where I called them and I'm like, "Are you guys? You guys have to answer me on this. Like, I need an answer. Do I have to be in court in 2 days, or are you going to drop this?" And I think that was the first time they watched the video, and they were like, "Oh yeah, that's clearly self-defense what you did, so we're gonna drop it." Then I was like, "Are you gonna charge them?" And the DA was like, "Well, you beat him up." I'm like, "That doesn't matter. He attacked me from behind." And they were like, "I don't know if we can get a jury to believe that beyond a reasonable doubt, so we're not gonna prosecute." I was like, "Mother." Twice in this county, I've been attacked on camera, and you can see the first one. It's on my channel. You can see the second one. It's on AVA's channel. Raining in 50 degrees in Marblehead. Ooh, but you know what? That would be a good that would be a good golfing day. Um, because I'm trying to look at some stuff here. Um, yeah, that would be a good golfing day. Um, a friend of mine, his dad was the pro at Catawba Island Country Club, and because of that, I used to be able to golf there all the time. And yeah, like 50 degrees is cold because you get that wind off the lake, and yeah, it'll chill you to the bone. But as the sun comes up and it warms up, yeah, you end up stripping off all those warming layers, and yeah, like be a nice day. Would be a very nice day. I I'm trying to golf more. I used to golf like once a week, at least once a week, and for a while there, like I was averaging more than once a week, and I kind of got away from it a little bit. But I got a friend of mine, and I said, "Look, at my age and with my a couple of my health things, they want me to walk. I can't run anymore, but my doctor wants me to walk, and I hate hiking. I freaking hate hiking. Um, but like me and my buddy, I was like, hey, I should probably start walking. You should walk with me. And he was like, fuck that. He goes, let's golf 9, but we'll walk it. And I was like, I can deal with that. Yeah, that doesn't bother me. So we might do that because that's going to be at least 2.5 hours a week of walking. Mm. Yeah, the the dummy, the dummy wanted to post about me anonymously in the fake group. I was trolling, and everyone knows I troll. I do things in that group specifically to bait several of the people. And I'm shocked that some people just haven't figured that out yet. Uh, and to those who are halfway intelligent, it's very obvious when I'm trolling. Very obvious. Like Georgie, like when I will do something, Georgie will be like, "You're trolling people, aren't you?" And I'm like, "Oh, you know it. You know it." Um, but yeah, I set some things up that I was trying to get a response, and oh yeah, he screenshot my post and then posted anonymously because he's a coward. Uh, that oh, I'm lying. I'm lying. I'm trolling is what I'm doing, dipshit. Um, okay. Where'd you send it, Joan? You sent it to email or Facebook or X, just so I know where to look for it. Um, yes, Tug and Megan found Loose Lips' website, and we found out she was the one behind. Was it Bully Entertainment? Is the name of the thing? She was the one posting all those videos of Jeremy as a clan member. Jeremy with um, what was it? As a Nazi. So yeah, and it's like, oh, prepare for your countersuit. People were like, oh, she's gonna pull that lawsuit. Oh no. Well, she might try to, but again, to to have it pulled, she needs to confer with Randy. And you and I both know Randy's going to be like, "Oh no, and here's your countersuit." Yeah, one of the mods found it. Bully exterminator. There we go. Uh, uh, okay. You send an email message. Um, oh, a text message. Um, I don't know. Depending on the format of this stuff. Okay, I might be able to bring that over to the other things. It's just there's always formatting issues when you go from text message to like some of these others, but I'll work on it. Hopefully during the downtime while I'm sitting at the courthouse. I don't expect. Well, you never know with this court. Sometimes when both parties are there, I will say this judge likes to just get through the ones where everyone's there, and then he cleans up everything afterwards. But this is the same judge that I refused in my civil case that I refused to let him hear it. So it'll be interesting. It will. I've already sent stuff to my attorney. Interesting. um, what else is happening? Yeah, I really enjoyed Megan and Tug last night. I've not. Last week I was barely able to watch them at all. Uh, I just had so much going on, so I haven't been watching them as much. But I was able to watch most of the show last night while I was doing other stuff. But it was funny. I got done doing the one thing I was working on, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna lay down and work on my phone on some editing. So I laid down, and yeah, Conspiracy Kitty was right on my chest. I don't know if you guys saw that YouTube short. I was laughing. He like normally he like kind of like he'll come and like kind of like ease into that. Nope, he was like just right up. I'm laying here and just laid down right on top of me. He just makes me laugh. And of course, because he's laying on me, what does the dog want to do? The dog's gotta lay down right next to me. Good morning, Sharon. Good morning, vet firefighter. I don't believe I said good morning to either of you two yet. Um, did I see what JH posted today? No, I did not. Let's take a look. I'm not seeing anything here. Um, oh, okay. Hold on. Okay, I see it now. I clicked on the wrong thing. She will be in court. Bully prevention by making a bully think twice before bullying when they know their own words will be published for the world to see. Ironic. So Leslie Vertigos is busted. She sued Hales while posting videos comparing him to Charles Manson, posting him in a KK hat she thought no one would catch. Yep. Yep. Good morning, Jeanette. Thank you, Sharon. Wishful She Devil, good morning. Yeah, I was looking at the wrong thing. Is the YouTube community post the same thing? Let's take a look. Hales. Okay, yeah, same thing. Yep, she will be. So stupid. So stupid. Good morning, Greg. Yeah, it just how nice is their Cedar Key vacation place though? I sent that to my mom. I was like, they actually have a really nice couple of condos there. Like they're really nice. Leslie's a hot. Well, some of these people do this thinking that people aren't smart enough to catch them, and it's like, yeah, well, good luck with that. Good luck with that. Um, is there anything else in the news? I really didn't look much at the news, so anything I see um, will be interesting. Now all these Democrats are coming out of the woodwork talking about, oh yeah, Biden was cognitively declined. It's like, we told you. This is why you always do a contested primary. Always. You should always do a contested primary. Never discourage it. And that's what they did. That's ultimately what they did. They discouraged the contested primary. Yeah, the shooter who shot the two uh, Jewish people outside of the museum in D.C. shot two people over Gaza. Just ridiculous. Some of these people. North Korea's efforts to modernize its navy has been damaged after its newest warship partially collapsed during a launch ceremony, with leader Kim Jong Un calling the catastrophic failure a criminal act, state media reported. She supposedly loose lips has 5 more websites or pages on Facebook. I am not surprised. I'm not surprised. There's a lot of these people with a million alts on Facebook. Jake Tapper admits criticism of his past Biden coverage is fair. His new book, Original Sin on Ex-President's Decline, faces backlash. He's yeah. It's not just him, and Keith Olbermann is criticizing Jake Tapper, and it's like, no, it's all of you in the media. You all should have been reporting fairly, but you didn't, and you're still not. You're still not. Ex ESPN NFL reporter adds to the chorus of Jake Tapper criticism over book on. Is that? Are they talking about Overman? If not, like most of these ESPN reporters, shut up. No, Ed Werder. Who? Like, do sports journalism. Sports journalism is seriously the laziest and worst journalism. It really is. Let's see. What's Springsteen's beef with Trump? Springsteen's always been a political moron. I don't know where any of these entertainers think we ever care about what they think. Like you're not you're not anything politically. Like unless if you're doing a political show, you're nothing politically. Like I actually have respect for Alec Baldwin because he did a political show. Same thing with Charles Grodin. He did a political show. They were entertainers, but they were like, no, I'm gonna do a political show. These people just want to like zip in, give their opinions, zip out. No one cares. No one cares. Leslie's not only deleting her stuff on the internet, but also that of her husband. I've been looking for more than 5 hours. Would not surprise me. Would not surprise me. And then there's going to be people like the dummy are probably going to like start going into her, like into her divorce and stuff like that. Uh, you know, I don't care about her divorce. You know, I did see the documents that their home was being foreclosed upon. It and I read them, but it looked to me like, oh, this is just wrapped up as part of the divorce. Like someone's living there and not paying, and that happens all the time in divorces. Um, I don't care. I don't care. It doesn't. It doesn't really mean it's a reflection of either of those two people. In a divorce, you sometimes see the worst of people, and sometimes you see a false thing because hey, good morning, Dwayne. Yeah, you can make allegations, tons of allegations in divorce hearings, unless if there's proof. Like you can't go with that. Like it's really sleazy a lot of times, unless if it's like if you're a gossip columnist, it's really sleazy when journalists are going through a divorce looking for things to just talk about someone about. Um, like rarely is it ever actually newsworthy. Now, if it were something like rape allegations or but like I don't care about adultery, domestic violence is even a very sketchy road. Anything to involve the kids because you'll get people who just they use their kids and they throw their kids in the middle of it and say, "Oh yeah, this was done to my kid." Uh, she sued her own mother. Well, yeah, she's a nutball. She's a nutball, and let me just say, I'm getting more and more attracted. I would make her stop that shit with her lips, though. But yeah, like, yeah, and this is, I don't normally talk too much about my divorce, but I will say this, like, good morning, Audrey. With my ex, people are like, when we talk about, like, people are like, did you know? And I'm like, looking back, I can now see red flags, but at the time, they weren't red flags. And I'll give you an example. When we first got together, we lived in Quantico, and she worked a job, and there was someone at her job who was just a piece of shit, according to her. Did all these horrible things, did this, and she was actively working to get this woman fired. Uh, and I was like, wow, this person must be horrible. Then we move to Ohio and Michigan. She gets a new job. There's a new person there who's an absolute piece of shit. Okay. Things are starting to be like, Then we move back to Quantico for a short time, but that was really short. But then we came back out here to 29 Palms. New job, new person there who's an absolute piece of shit. So if you're going somewhere, everywhere you go, you have a new enemy. What's the common denominator? I'll tell you this right now. I don't have enemies. Even with her boyfriend who attacked me, I don't like I don't want the guy around me. I want him to stay the hell away from me. I'm not trying to do anything to him. I want him as far away from me as possible. Uh, but yet they actively do things to me. So that was the thing with my ex. Everything she did, that she always had to have an enemy, someone to work against. And it was very narcissistic in that, oh, I don't hate this person, everybody else hates this person. And that was so much of what she tried to do, tried to get everybody to hate them. And like, now I'm her enemy, and the same thing happens to me. The thing about it is, and you'd think after 20 years of knowing someone, you realize I don't give a fuck what people think. If someone hates me, okay, stay the fuck away from me then. Leave me alone. You're just one less person I have to deal with in my life. But see, that's not what she she can't deal with that. So she sends others, like, in service dog harassment. You've got the guy at my kids' Cub Scouts harassing me. And that was all because she told him Glory was not a service dog. Just like dipshit, Spawny. He's telling people, he said, my dog is an emotional support, not a service dog. Bullshit. I got Glory from customcanines.org. They do not give up emotional support dogs. Every dog they have is a service dog. And yeah, so, I see these parallels with my ex and Leslie. Um, it's untreated mental illness. It's a personality disorder is honestly what it is. I can't diagnose with what personality disorder either of them have because I'm not a doctor, but I can tell you, like, I've been around enough people and doing this. Uh, I can tell you when someone has a mental issue, and with them, I can tell you it is a personality disorder. Um, yeah, divorce is messy. Like, unless if it's based in fact, I really don't like talking about people's divorces. I really don't. Never have. Um, but especially after experiencing my own. Because like my ex is still out there talking shit about me today. Like you'd think after like all the video being out there and stuff like that. Like I just had someone who came to me and said, Oh yeah, I mentioned that I was a friend of yours, and this person said to me, "I heard he's crazy." And they said, "Who told you that?" And they said, "His ex-wife." And my friend goes, "Oh no, no, the ex-wife is the crazy one." But you know, I for me, if I didn't have if I hadn't been attacked, if you go back and watch, I never really talked about my divorce. I said I had a messy divorce and a rough custody battle. That's what I've said about my divorce prior to the attack. But after the attack, I because my safety is in jeopardy. I live in fear that if that guy attacked me from behind once, how do I know it's not going to happen again? How do I know he's not going to bring a gun next time? I don't. So that's why I've talked about it publicly. That is why. I wait to see Botox Barbie's meltdown when Randy files anti-slap. I don't think he's going to file anti-slap. He's going to file frivolous lawsuit. That's what he's going to file. Um, Now against paint chips, that would be an anti-slap if he filed. That would make more sense. Um, but yeah, with her, I don't see an anti-slap lawsuit. But anti-slap legislation is very, very powerful because here's what anti-slap does. You almost immediately get a hearing in front of a judge, and they have to show that their case is reasonable. And if it's a fishing expedition, like which hers pretty much is, it's going to be not only it her case is going to get immediately dismissed, but then she'll lose damages. Uh, so for Jeremy getting money, anti-slap is a great way to do it. I don't think this case is the one for it. And I've learned in courts a lot of times, yeah, like just because you you don't always want to throw everything against the wall and see what sticks. Like I did happen to talk to one attorney, and we were talking about one case that was public, and I said, "How would you argue that case?" And he goes, "I like that you asked the question that way, not what do I think about the case, or you know, uh, you didn't really get into the minutia. You asked me how would I approach this, and he goes, because this is the way I approach cases. A lot of times people go after well, it's clearly this. He goes, sometimes it's best not to even argue the way that would immediately get that case dismissed or done in your favor. Sometimes it's say, oh, no, 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 we're going to argue it this way because that way, oh, if we get denied for this, now we can go for this. And if we get denied for that, then we can go for this. And he was like, so sometimes the way you strategize is what way is going to give us the most um the most times at the well to get what we want. If you haven't hit that thumbs up, you're a Bubbles lover. Now, what Jeremy should have done, I think, with Lynette's cases, he should have done anti-slap. But I understand why they didn't. It's because Lynette has no money. She's got no money. Anti-slap is all about getting money from someone. Almost always, it's about they're just trying to silence me, give me money. Now, for me, I'm in a state with a very strong anti-SLAPP lawsuit, and I've been threatened by several of them. And it's like, oh yeah, yeah, bring that shit on, because again, I'm not going to go in state court. I'm going straight to federal. I'm federal court. Um, like because I'm here in California, I can file anti-SLAPP legislation in federal court here. Uh, and then they have to come out here to appear. And at that point, for me, it's about money. It's about money. But Megan was saying, and it was pretty genius what she did about all those people with bar complaints, is she then filed lawsuits against them. It ultimately didn't work, but it did deny and delay those people getting things in front of the bar. Didn't stop it, denied and delay. And did you ever notice John Cook is going to sue me? Oh no, I'm so scared. They can't find an attorney for their current lawsuits. That's why I had to laugh about that. Did you guys show that on screen? I did watch you guys yesterday, um, but I most days I don't catch the beginning just because of my day, and then I did have to turn off my computer. Uh, we had computer issues at work yesterday, so I didn't get to watch all of your guys stream yesterday. Did you show that? John Cook went into Georgie's chat and was issuing some threats. But yeah. Oh, you're gonna talk about today. Let me just say, definitely go into Georgie and Coop's chat. It's good. It's good. LMNOP and Crook would not listen to anti-slap. They do not follow cease and desist or protection order. Absolutely. The protection order is really what's fucking all these people over. And Jeremy's hinted at it, that things are happening in Ohio. What he's hinting at is people are being added as third-party communication. It's happening. It is happening. And the thing is, they can delay the federal case all they want. When they get into Ohio, it's going to move. All the proceedings in Ohio went very fast. The only thing that took a long time was the judge's last ruling. And that's just because the judge was sitting on it. And the thing is, it's the judge's right to sit on it. They can. Yeah, a guy was shooting up people outside of the Capitol Jewish Museum yelling "Free Palestine." Yeah, that's gonna get everybody on your cause. So many of these people supporting Palestine are just morons. Just morons. Like Israel signed peace deals with Jordan and Egypt. Like people that it fought. Like yeah, they, we had the roadmap to peace, and Hamas left it. They would have a two-state. They would have their own state right now, but they left the roadmap to peace. Because they don't want a two-state solution. They want Israel completely wiped off the map, which is not going to happen. It's not going to happen. China and Philippines are fighting over a coral reef. They both landed troops on it. For the truth, two leaves in a pod. No, that's not the truth, Tina. They're not the truth. They've been proven wrong so many times. They were, oh, we're gonna wipe up the floor with Jeremy in our depositions, and then what they do, they dodge the deposition. The people who dodge, delay, deflect, those are never the people. I mean, look at my case. I went for a restraining order. They immediately, oh, we need a continuance. Okay, what do you need a continuance for? You guys have the video. Like, it's just a delay. And the thing is, I was like, okay, let them. And they chose the date. So guess what? When we get back into court and they try to delay the next time, no, no, Your Honor, they chose this date, not me. They chose this date. So I will object to the next continuance. Be like, I was ready to deal with this in May, and it's now August, and the only person who's in any type of danger is me, and I am in danger. Like if someone's going to attack me from behind, yeah, I'm in danger. Um, yeah, no advertising trash channels here. Um, uh, that's not really a rule, Georgie. They can't post links to people like, don't post links to people's active things unless I tell you to. That's what I'll say the rule should be. Open your eyes. What? Okay, okay, Tina. What? Uh, John Lynette have been found guilty of cyber stalking. They contacted the Ohio mayor. That's really what ultimately did him in, and they have an order of protection against him, which they violated several times. My eyes are open. There you go. I don't have to go any further than that. And you've got nothing. They can't appeal that. They've already missed that window. It's done. They're gonna lose. If you haven't been paying attention, there's a reason why Lisa and all the others are delaying all their stuff. They're delaying because they're gonna lose. Where's Harley Grace?
Hi, everybody. I'm Holly Grace. Yeah, I'm here to hang out with all of you. If you want me here. Hi. My mommy says there's a new lawyer involved, but she can't be my mommy's lawyer because she's been disbarred. I don't know what disbarred means, so I don't know if it's correct or not.
Thank you, Harley Grace. Always a positive addition to the show. Yeah, that's a yeah, that's a they're all running. They're all why do you think they're dodging being served? When I was attacked and my ex ran to the court and said I had attacked her, when I got served, I didn't run from it. It was like the guy was like, "Hey, I'm here to serve you." I'm like, "Yeah, give it to me. Thank you very much. You have a great day." That was my interaction because I knew I was fine. I knew I had a video that they apparently, I don't know how they didn't know I had a dash cam. It's right in my window, but it recorded everything, as you guys have seen on AVA's channel. And go to AVA's channel and watch the where I get attacked. I'm just looking through the news. I'm gonna need to wrap this up because I gotta get ready this morning. I'm just looking to see if there's anything else I should talk about before we go. They wouldn't know the truth if they slapped him across the face. Well, that's why Lips just got outed because these people on the anti ecosystem they just do bad stuff, and there's no one telling them, "Hey, don't do that." Like we debate stuff on the Jeremy Hale side all the time, and yeah, I mean, look at look at the dummy he was posting about me yesterday. Who's running? Who's hiding? Transparency is key. No one's hiding anything. Only Jeremy. What's Jeremy hiding? Lisa dodged her deposition. Marla dodged her deposition. Uh, uh, Stupid Dave is trying to not get served. So yeah, who's hiding? Yeah, the anti what the hell's they're the ones hiding. What are you saying that Jeremy's hiding? Jeremy's in court. Jeremy's in court. Oh, there's a plane crash. A small plane crash in San Diego. Let's pull this up. Wow. Oh, it hit a neighborhood. You know, but San Diego, it's because of where its airport is located. Whenever there's been a crash, it goes into a neighborhood, and it's really sad. Um, that's why San Diego badly wants to buy Miramar because with Miramar, it's a much more open field, whereas the San Diego airport is right downtown. But honestly, the US should take a page out of the Emiratis. And what we should start doing here is building more islands, especially here in California. California wants to protect all these different animals. Build some islands and make them nature preserves, and then move the animals that you're looking to protect there where they're not going to be bothered by people, and just make those islands off limits. In the case of San Diego, you already have the bay and a couple peninsulas. They should actually just build a peninsula and that make that the airport, and then you can sell the current airport for top dollar to pay for it all because the airport in San Diego is right downtown, and you'll get top dollar for that land. Turtle Boy put up court proceedings yesterday in a short from his stalkers rasters. He should go with their seats. Didn't go well for them. Yeah, from the very beginning. No one knows what you're talking about, Tina, and like the facts don't align with you. Um, in order to debate, you have to listen to both sides. Where do you think I haven't listened to John and Lynette's side? You do realize I've been, I would say Max Lab, DJ Radis, and myself are probably the three people who've been following this story since it started, like way before so many others came on. And Rosalind Duke, by the way, everyone should go check out Rosalind Duke's videos. She approached me because she's doing a timeline and has been doing those videos. And she was like, "Do you have anything?" I was like, "Oh, I've got a whole bunch. Here you go." And I gave her access to everything. Um, and it's a very good breakdown. Uh, so I don't get why you think we haven't listened to anything. No one is hiding. Oh, they're 100% hiding. Stupid Dave does not want to be served. Paint Chips did not want to be served. Yeah, they're hiding. Why didn't they show to their deposition? Why didn't they show? They're hiding. They know that they're screwed, and they're just trying to delay and deflect. And you're seeing that across the board. That's what Lips did in her other stuff. It's what Bubbles has been doing. Delay and deflect. It's the only person I will say this: Lynette hasn't tried to delay. She's tried to deflect, but she really hasn't tried to delay. I will give her credit. She's the only one who really hasn't. She's been stupid, and like when Jeremy does something, she then copies it and does it. Like going to court, she found out Jeremy was going to court for a civil protection order. Then she went to court. But yeah, but she's not smart enough to know that, oh, I'm screwed. If I delay this out, maybe it will work for me. And that's what you say. People who delay, if they don't have a reasonable way to delay, yeah, then it's not going anywhere. Dwayne, thank you for the $5. He says, I love the troll.
I like money.
Thank you so much. Paint Chips has not been served. Jeremy Hales lied. Uh-huh. It will be in court filings, Tina. So all you have to do is just wait a couple days and we'll know the truth. And yeah, will you be back here then? Will you come back here if we find out he has been served? The person telling you he's not been served is him, is Paint Chips. And Paint Chips is not credible. The dude's a felon. Did 4 years in prison. He's not credible. Multiple people witnessed him being served and was tweeted about, including the man he was in court with when he was served. Shut up. Yeah. Oh, yeah, he was served. He was served. And I believe, Jeremy, that they were working with the other attorneys. Totally believe it. Because when you deal with people like that, yeah, like I had a guy I worked a construction job, and we had a guy who um, he didn't do the work that he was paid for, didn't pay the suppliers, and because of that, a lien was paid on the property that we were building on. And the owner of the property, and I was the site supervisor, so we all had a meeting with the suppliers, and we said, look, we have stuff against this guy too. Don't put a lien against the property. All you're doing is punishing us. But let's work together and we'll get him served in everything all at the same time. And so that's what we did. And this guy he lived in a gated community, and that's how he was dodging service. We did get him served because he had pissed off one of his neighbors, and we had gone into some local Facebook groups about the neighborhood and saw where someone was complaining, and we were like, hey, can you get us into that neighborhood? And they were like, oh, or they were like, why? And we were like, we want to get him served. And they're like, oh yeah, let me put you on the guest list. And we got him served. But it was everybody working together. Yeah, Dinesh. Like paint chips is in too many court cases. The dude's going down. Yeah, it didn't just come from Germany. We have multiple sources. Too funny. I do need to wrap this up, guys. It's 7:00 right now, and a little bit after, and I said I had to wrap it up by 7 because I have stuff I got to get to today. So thank you all for being here. Please check out Georgie and Coop. John Cook was in Georgie's stream yesterday, and they're going to be talking about it. So you want to be there for that. Also check out Rosalind Duke. Check out her videos. I gave her a lot of my stuff so she could like stuff that I've been collecting on John Lynette for quite some time. So I haven't seen her second video. In the first one I watched, she didn't use any of my stuff, but I am interested in seeing if she used any of the stuff I provided her in the second one. And of course the Lees then, oh, that's all doctored. Really? We doctored years of Facebook posts. Okay. I can tell you a lot of the stuff I screenshot myself. There's no doctoring. No doctoring. But thank you guys all for being here. And as always, thank you for being worth serving.
Coffee brewing as the sun peeks through the haze. Birds are chirping, serenading morning's praise. Front porch creaks as dreams fade away. America's awakened to a brand new day. Old vinyl spinning a sweet old tune. Day starts dancing under a sleepy moon. Loose print smudges on fingers of grace. America's awakening at her own steady pace. Sips of sunshine in a coffee cup. Simple moments lifting spirits up. From the mountains to the sandy shore. Morning in America, want just a little more. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Old vinyl spinning a sweet old tune. Day starts dancing under a sleepy moon. Newsprint smudges on fingers of grace. America's awakened at her own steady pace. Sips of sunshine in a coffee cup. Simple moments lifting spirits up. From the mountains to the sandy shore. Morning in America, want just a little more. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight night skies, eyes cooling on windowsills so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Tractors rumble, fields coming alive, big wheels turning where hopes and dreams strive. Laughter echoes down the old dirt road. America's awakened to lighten her load. America's awakened to lighten her load.